Hello YouTube, it is me, Raina, and some exciting news just dropped. The leads of the Bridgerton Season 5 are going to be Francesca and Michaela. It's the first sapphic and probably, honestly, only sapphic season of Bridgerton. I am so ecstatic. I cannot believe it. I thought for sure they're going to push it till Season 6, but I'm happy that's happening now. It makes sense. Either way, I would have accepted it considering how the story went this season. Yes, I do like Bridgerton. I'm a fan of Bridgerton, mainly of Season 2 and Season 4, honestly. And even considering that Francesca and Michaela have been kind of like supporting characters, especially in Season 4, I've really enjoyed their story together. And of course, this has a big controversy considering that, of course, Bridgerton is based on a book series, as we all know. They're adapted from these popular books that have been out for, I want to say, about 20, maybe 15 years. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. And of course, Michaela was Michael in the books. And there's been a contention of that within the fandom of, you know, changing the gender of a character and how that's going to affect the story as a whole. But honestly, I don't care. To me, this most recent season, Season 4, has been the best of Bridgerton all around, in my personal opinion. And it's not just due to Francesca and Michaela, even with the main storyline being Benedict and Sophie. I just loved how they focused on both characters, and now even the subplots, I think, honestly, in my opinion, for the first time, aided and helped into the main story and really made the main story interesting, something to care about, something to fight for, and I love that. And to me, it felt like Bridgerton throughout this whole entire season was really gearing towards change, and it didn't, in my opinion, it didn't feel like it was, you know, overcorrecting or undercorrecting or trying to wipe away certain things. Honestly, I think it was changing things for the better when it comes to certain characters' outcomes and certain decision making when it came to the plot of the show. And I am just so happy, not only, you know, in Season 3 when we first meet Michaela, you know, we see her, of course, as a woman, and as this kind of spark in Francesca, and then to see their development in this season with the unfortunate passing of John, who is Francesca's husband, who is Michaela's cousin, and seeing how that came to fruition. I think, you know, Hannah Dodd, who plays Francesca, has done amazing this season. She's really a star. She really popped out in Season 3, and she continues in Season 4. And the actress who plays Michaela also is great. She brings life to the role. You believe that Michaela, of course, is the center of attention because she has this great personality. She just has this fire within her that everyone is attracted to, especially Francesca. And to me, it brings a different je ne sais quoi to the Bridgerton universe to have not only a character like this, and not only having a female character like this, but a black female character like this, I think is very, very important. And honestly, in my personal opinion, I think the actresses who play Francesca and Michaela have great chemistry. Even if you only read it on the surface as a friendship, there's something there. I mean, deeper there. And the micro expressions that they have in their scenes, and I just cannot wait to see how that fully develops, especially how, you know, it left on this season of, you know, Michaela leaving, you know, without a goodbye that can play into the big angst into their season. And of course, with that leave Francesca grieving, you know, over John and, you know, all that stuff, and how we're going to see this second love. Like, each season of Bridgerton has a theme. You know, this past season was about class difference. This season is going to be about second love, because Francesca truly did love John. And, you know, there is a chance for second love. It happens in life. And the fact that we're seeing it with a sapphic couple in a period drama that is popular on Netflix and that's not going to end as sad. I mean, there's going to be sadness, of course, and there's going to be trials and tribulations, of course. The whole will they, won't they, what will society think, will the queen do this? We're going to go through all that, of course, but it's nice to at least, have, a story like this on a big platform when we're always, gutted and everything when it comes to not only queer stories, but specifically sapphic stories. And, I'm not giving Netflix a pat on the back here, and I liked what the showrunner said, being like, there's been many of queer shows out there that have paved the way for something like this to be possible. They're not the first ones, but hey, we're happy to take on this story and do a sapphic story for this show, and I'm happy about that. I really am. So I'm ecstatic. What are your thoughts on this? What are your theories on how they're going to tell their story in this season and everything? Leave your comments down below, and bye, YouTube.